Hello guys, welcome to my channel. In this channel, I am starting a Python course from beginners to advanced. In this video, I am gonna tell you why you should learn Python, why Python is so important for our career, what you will learn from this course, and why this course is so important and different from other courses. As you can see from Google Trends, the Python growth is rising with respect to years, and Python is playing a major role in our software companies, and to get job we must know how to code Python. By using Python we can learn data analysis, machine learning language, and deep learning language. We can also learn how to do artificial intelligence and how to make real software applications. As I said, the famous companies like YouTube, Instagram, and Google are using Python. So, what you will learn in this course? If you are a complete beginner, no problem. If you didn't code before, I will be making videos and you know how to code Python. If you know Python but you are not comfortable, you can follow this course, because in this course I will be providing exercises. By doing these exercises, you will check your mentality and clear your doubts. If you know Python very well but you don't know how to make real softwares, you can follow this course and we will be learning how to make desktop applications and GUI applications. Okay, this whole course I divided into chapters. In chapter 0, we will be learning how to download a suitable software for our computer. But the main thing we will be learn in chapter 0 is that we will be learning commands, that how can we name and rename our file, how can we make dictionaries and directories in our computer. This thing we will learn only in chapter 0, and from chapter 1 to chapter 9 we will be learning all the basics of the Python. So in these chapters we will be learning how can we create our GUI application, our desktop application, our new projects, and how can we making software in real world. So as you see, there are so many people who know Python but they cannot read the code of the experts. So in this course we will be learning how can we transfer our 10-line code into 2-line code. So in this course I will be teaching you everything that you should know. So if you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share this video. Thank you very much. Hello guys, welcome to my channel. In this video, I am gonna tell you what is the difference between Python 2 and Python 3 and why you should learn Python 3 in 2020. As you might hear that there are some difference between Python 2 and Python 3. So let me tell you about its brief history. In 2008, Guy van Rossum think that there are many drawbacks in Python 2. So, to resolve all the drawbacks in Python 2, he invented Python 3. But then some problems was occurred. The problems are the Python 3 is not compatible. It means we cannot change the code of Python 2 into Python 3. The biggest problem that occurred in 2008 was that the famous companies were working with Python 2 and now they needed to migrate their libraries into Python 3 due to its performance is much better than Python 2. So that the Python 3 has no backward compatibility, so the libraries which are included in Python 2 now have to rewrite in Python 3. Now In 2020, almost all companies are successfully migrated into Python 3. So if we want to learn Python language, we should learn Python 3. And in 2020, the growth of Python 2 is. Hello guys, welcome to my channel. In this video, I am gonna tell you how can you create setup in your computer to code Python. First of all, you have to download and install Anaconda software from the links I gave in the description. There are two links in the description, one for the 32-bit operating system and one for the 64-bit operating system. Go in the link and download and install this software. Once you download and install this software in your computer, go into the Google search engine and type Anaconda prompt. Here, click on this. A window will appear. Wait for a second. It is starting now. Type Jupyter Notebook and click enter. As it and wait for a while because it takes some time and it can open in any browser. Waiting. It is starting now. Yes, it is opening. Okay. It opens here. Yes. Click on this and a home screen will appear. Yes. Yes. Once this home screen will appear, click on the new and click on Python 3. Yes, it is starting and ready to code. Now, it is the platform we code Python in this software. It is called Jupyter Notebook. It is a library included in Anaconda software. Now, I want to show you this. There we go. Okay, we can run this code by using Shift and Enter. We Shift and Enter and it plays. Okay. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe our channel. Thank you. The double quote is appearing here. As there is another example of double quote. Now, in Word should be double quote. If I run it, now the word is in inverted commas. We use double quote under double quote. By using escape sequence, we can use single quote under single quote and double quote under double quote. So why we use it? Because sometimes we want to print exact the same thing as this here. So how can we use this single quote by using escape sequence? There are all so many things in chart that backslash. If we use double backslash, it shows a single backslash in our program. So how can we do that? if I want to print line A double backslash line B, you can see that this double backslash becomes a symbol C. In Python, under the inverted commas, this chart occurs, and there is another thing in chart is tab. By we can use the function of tab, and we can use new line, we can use slash b for backspace and for remove a word. As a new line, we can use print line A backslash n line. It escaped one line and becomes in a vertical row. Line A and line B. There is a gap, so that's why it's not in line. So if I now we can use tab. How can we use tab? If I put instead of n, I put d, so it works as a tab. Line A, there is some gap. The gap is due to backslash t. If I remove a little bit space, then it is the same. Why? Because of backslash t, it uses as a tab. What is the purpose of backslash t? If I write but I want 2 times r. If I want to remove previous r, I use backslash b. Backslash b, it works as a backspace. It removes this r from my text. I want to show you. Yes, I write 2r in my text, but previous r is removed due to backslash t. This function of backslash t we rarely use in programming. In many cases we don't need it, but just for your learning I want to show. So in this video we are gonna discuss about comments and draw string, that why we use comment and draw string in our program. So let's get started. In previous video I told you that if we print like n/n line b, so the line b here, it goes into the next line here. Now what if we want to print exactly the same? So there are 2 methods we can print it exactly the same. Here is one tricky method. I have to use double backslash. We learned in previous video that double backslash act as a single backslash. We call it escape sequence. Now if I run it, it prints exactly the same. But it is disgusting that we have to use double backslash or escape sequence every time. Now what we can use to print the exact same line by using another method. Another method is called raw string, and it is easy. Now how can we use it? If we use r before inverted commas, now then the escape sequence will not occur. So if I use it, then write our text the same, and then I run it. Now line b will not go into next line because I use r before inverted commas. If I run it, here you can see. We should talk about comments. So what are comments? You can see this line, so it is called comment. we use it by using ctrl and backslash. If I use ctrl and backslash, it is non-commit. If I use again ctrl and backslash, it becomes a commit. So what are comments? Comments are for the only user for understanding. It is nothing to do with the operating system because our operating system does not count commits. It is for the only user. So what if I want to print backslash comma in our line? The same thing. If I want to print this in our line, so there are again two methods here. If I want to print this, so I have to write, if I run it again, so here you can see it is this. So but as I told you that we can use raw string instead of escape sequence. Now if I use escape sequence, I can directly write it. Now if I run it, there is an error. Oh, okay. I have to use double score instead of single score. If I run it now. Okay. In this video, we are gonna discuss about how can we perform calculation in Python and how can we use mathematical tool in our programming language. So let's get started. Here is a chart. In this chart, you can see that there are two types of division in Python. One's a float and one's integer division. So what is the difference between float and integer? We can perform these division by using these operators, forward backslash and double forward backslash. So what is the difference? Here, if I perform float division by using a single forward slash, like 4 divided by 2. So if I run it, so it gives answer always in decimal. So if I use double forward slash instead of single, so it becomes a integer division. So if I run it, so it never gives answer in decimal form. So what is the difference between float and integer division? The difference is that the float division always gives answer in decimal, but integer division always gives answer in a whole number. So here are more examples we can see, like 8 divided by 9. So if I run it, so absolutely it gives answer in decimal form because I use float division. So if I use integer division here, so here is answer is 0 because we use integer division. So here is in the chart we can see that there are more operators, like this percentage operator act as a module. So what is module? It gives us just a remainder. So how can we use it in our programming? We can use it by, if I module 6 percentage 2, so the remainder here is 0. If I run it, yes, the remainder here is 0 because 6 is divisible by 2, because even number is divisible by even number. So if I, instead of 6, I write here 9, so there must be some remainder because an odd number cannot be divisible by an even number. Yes, there is 1. So what we learned from module function, it helps us to identify the even and odd numbers in our programming language. If we again see the chart, there is another function called exponent. Exponent means power. So what is this purpose? If I, instead of percentage, if I use double star, so it acts as a exponential function. If I run it, so 9 into 9 is 81. So it is 9 power 2. Here it is, because this double percentage act as a power. If I use a single backslash, now we all know that it is the multiplication, simple multiplication occur here. What if we find the root of a number? So how can we find root of a number? We can find root as, if I want to find 2 root of 0.5. So what is the value of root? Root value is 0.5. So by using this, we can find root of any number. So if I run it, so here is a big value of it. So how can we round it? Here is a round function. We can round this value, round up this value, because after decimal the numbers are smaller than 5. So it becomes 1 if I use round function. Round function we can use to round off our larger decimal values like this. Okay, if I use it, so it becomes 1. But if I use, instead of 2 I write 3, so it becomes 2. Why? Because if I remove round function and then run it, so here after the decimal numbers are bigger than 5, so it rounds off in a incremental way, not discremental. Okay, so in this video we are gonna discussing about the rules which Python use in calculation. So what are these rules? The first one is precedence rule and the second one is associativity rule. In order to perform correct calculation in Python programming language, we have to remember these two rules. So the first one is precedence rule. The precedence rule says the sequence of order of evaluating operators. So what we write inside the parenthesis calculates first. Then Python operating system goes towards exponential function. We can write exponential function by using two asterisks. If you don't know, you can watch our previous video. Then it goes towards simple operators like multiplication, float division, and integer division and modulo. If you don't know the difference between float division and integer division, I discussed in previous video, you can watch it. Then it goes towards simple operators like plus and minus. So the second rule is only applied on these 3-4 operators which I given in a series. Okay, so associativity rule, the rule gives us the order of processing by previous rule, such as first it performs multiplication, then it performs float division, then it performs integer division, then it goes towards modulo. Then first it performs addition, then it performs subtraction. Guys, welcome to my channel. Today we are starting chapter 2. So the first topic we are gonna discuss in chapter 2 is string concatenation and input function. So let's get started. So what is string concatenation? The addition of two strings is called string concatenation. How can we add two strings? Just like if I create a variable of name, first name, okay, my first name is Umair, okay. If I create second variable is last name and my last name is Tariq, okay. If I want to concatenate these two strings, so how can I do this? By using simple print function, first name plus last name. Okay, there should be some gap. Okay, wait a second. Okay. If I run it, so you can see here that these two strings are concatenate. It means these two strings can add into each other. So here are more examples. If I use like number is 3, we cannot add number into string. If I use it like, I should not here, if I use it here, if I come in this line and print 4 plus first name, we cannot add number into the string. If I run it, then it creates an error here. A second. So here it creates an error, type error. What is the error is that integer and string plus cannot work to add these two different data types. So here I against last name. Okay. So if I want to convert an integer data type into an string, how can I do that? If I want to add 3 here with first name, so if I want to do this, I use a function str function we can use to convert integer data type into a string data type. If I use it 3 now, if I run it again, then it is at 3. You can see that 3 concatenate with Umair. Okay, how it possible? By using this str function. Okay, there are 2 ways we can convert any number into a string. How can we do this? First we can use, I use str function here. Instead of str, I can use inverted commas here. So if I use 3, if I write 3 under inverted commas, so it becomes a string. If I run it again, so here the output is the same. Okay, now let's we talk about input function. What is input function? Here if I num is equals to input function, enter a number. Okay, if I run it, num1 is equals to 5 plus, wait a second, print num. Okay, if I run it, then it asks, input function asks a user a number. We can input a number or anything by using input function. Okay, if I run it, it asks me a number. If I write 5, okay, if I enter it, okay, you can see the 5 is print here. Okay, the first problem with input function is that input function always take arguments in string data type. It will never take argument in integer data type. So if I want to add num plus 8, so it should be become 8 here, 5 plus 8. If I run it, then it asks me, I use 6. If I enter it, so it creates an error, is called type error. Why it creates an error? Because input function always take arguments in string data type. It is an important point. So how can we convert input function? We want input function to take argument in integer instead of string, so we can use integer function here. Okay, if I use integer function, now it can, now these numbers can add. If I run it again, if I write 6 here and enter, now you can see 14 here. These two numbers can add. So what we discussed in video, we discussed about string concatenation. How can we add two strings by using print or any function. So, and we talk about input. Input cannot take arguments in integer. We have to use integer function to take arguments in integer. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to subscribe our channel. Thank you. Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Today we are gonna discuss that how many data types we can use in Python programming language and how can we declare and assign different values to variables. So without wasting time, let's get started. So in Python there are so many data types we can use. we have discussed in previous video integer data type. Now we are going to discuss float and string data type. First, if I create a variable a is equals to 9.8, you can see in this value there is a decimal point. So wherever a decimal point consists, it is called a float data type. So if I want to check the type of a variable, I can use a type function, print. I can use type function, and under type function I write a, because I want to check the type of a. So if I run it, it shows me the type of a is, you can see here, float. Float means it consists a decimal point. So if I remove decimal point and I run it again, so it becomes integer, because integer does not exist decimal. So I remove it and write my name here. So now it becomes a string. If I run it again, now it shows a string data type. So we have discussed three data types. Now we can interchange them by using these functions. Number one is float function. We can use simply float statement to convert any integer into float number, and we can use str. We have discussed str function in previous video, and we can also use integer function. These three functions we can use to interchange any data type. Okay. Now how can we declare and assign values to variables? Okay, we can declare our values by using a single line. There is an example. If I use name comma age comma age is equals to, if I put here Umair comma 20. Okay, you can see here I am assigning two values to two different variables. One is an string value and the second is integer value. So how can I print it? I can print it like hello, and there is a gap. I use string concatenation. We have discussed the string concatenation. If you don't know about it, you can watch our previous video. And then I use name. Name is a variable which consists Umair. Okay. Yes. Your age is, and I use the variable age. Okay. Now if I run it, I use name. Instead of name, there printed will be Umair, and instead of age 20 will appear. Okay, if I run it, it takes time. There is an error. Only integer to string. Wait a second. Okay. Here we cannot concatenate a string. We cannot concatenate a string into integer. So I have to put commas over here and then run it. Okay, if I run it, you can see hello Umair, your age is. Okay. I have to, there should be must gap here. Remove it and increase it. Okay. See, and there is gap. Okay. If I run it again, now it is hello Umair, your age is 20. Okay. Now we can move further. We can declare variables by using x is equals to y. If I want to declare same value to different variables, we can use it z is equals to 2. Now 2 is the value of these three variables. X is the value of 2, y has the value of 2, and z has the value of 2. These three all variables has the same value. We can show it x comma y comma z. If I run it, you can see 2 2 2. These three variables have the same value. Now if you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe our channel and like this video. Thank you very much. Guys, welcome to my channel. Today we are gonna discuss about split method and string formatting. That what is the purpose of split method and string formatting in our programming. So let's get started. Here it is. Split method. We can use split method for taking more than one inputs from the user, such as if I write name comma age variable, so comma age variable, so I want to take name and age as an input from the user by using one input statement. If I input, I write enter your name and age. Okay, how can we do that? By using split method. Method can be shown by using dot and using split. Okay, there is a point to be noted. If I use inverted commas here and put comma here, so these two values can be separated by using comma. Okay, and I print name comma age. Okay, if I run it, so enter your name. My name is Umair, comma I write 20. Okay, if I enter it, so here it is printed Umair and 20. So I separated these two values by using a comma. So if I remove comma from here, so it is default these two values are separated by the space. So if I run it again, now I have to write Umair, don't forget space, and using 20. If I enter it, so you can see we can separate by default. As a default operator, we can separate it by space. So if we want to separate anything, we can identify it here. If I dot, these two values separated by dot. If I run it again, so add dot 20. So if I run it, so you can see here we can use anything. We have to write here under the split method. So we can use split method to take more than one input. I can take also 3 input here. Here last I include last name. Okay, last name. Okay, and here I put again last name. So if I run it, so Umair dot 20 dot. So if I enter it, so you can see here these three values are printed equally. So we can use this method to take more than one input. So now moving towards the string formatting. String formatting is a very useful equipment we use in our programming. So listen it carefully. String formatting can save us from concatenation of a string and long ugly texts. So we can use it by using, if I here I comment this line, and we can use string formatting like print. We can use string formatting, put the F before inverted commas. If I use F here, F before inverted commas, we can use string formatting. So I use it, your name is, we can use variable under the inverted commas. We use here curly brackets. We write here name, our value of the variable. Your name is Umair and your age is, here is, I am using age variable here. So if I run it, so this will appear as a, instead of age 20 will appear, and instead of name my name will appear. Okay, if I run it, so I'm using Umair dot 20 comma. Okay, if I enter it, you can see your name is Umair and your age is 20. So today we discussed about split method and string formatting. Don't forget these string formatting. It is a very useful equipment we use to handle ugly syntaxes. So if you like this video, don't forget to like this video and subscribe our channel. We upload daily videos for Python. Thank you very much guys. Welcome to my channel. Today we are gonna discuss about string indexing, string slicing and step argument. These are the string formats we use for our purposes. So what are these formats? So let's get started. First method is string indexing. So string indexing we can use to identify the position of each alphabet in string by their index number, which is always start with 0. So let's suppose I create a variable language, and I in language variable there is a string Python. Okay, if I want to print this T from Python, how can I print T from Python? I can use indexing. P has an index 0, y1 and t2, and this is the format of string indexing. So I can print it by print language and 2 and then I run it. So here you can see T is printed from the Python. So if I use the index which is far beyond the syntax, if I use 7 here, because 7 index is not included in Python, so if I run it again, so it creates an error. What error? Index error. Index out of range, because we put the index which is out of range. So I use 1 here. So as I use 1, y should be printed. So as I run it, you can see y is printing. So this method is called string indexing. We can use the index of the alphabet in each string variable. So let's move towards string slicing. String slicing. So what is string slicing? It is used when we need to print more than one alphabet. Here we can only print one alphabet. It is for more than one alphabet. So more than one alphabet, how can we print it? We can use it here. Enter, print the same word. I am applying to the same word Python. So language. Okay, first where we can start? We can start from 0 to 2. If I start from 0 to 2, so 0 1 2 pyt will print from Python. So here you can see, yes, sorry, here we can we have to, the index is there 1 2 minus 1, so we have to, in order to print pyt, we have to write here 3 instead of 2. We have to print 3 because it is 3 minus 1 is equals to 2. So pyt will be printed here. You can see it. So this method we can call it string slicing. So after string slicing, we move towards step argument. So what is step argument? We can print the string by different steps. As for the same terminology of Python, I print from language zero 1 2 3 4 5. Here is an index of 5. So if I want to print 5, and step argument, we can skip one word. So how can we skip one word? We can use 2 here. So if I print it, you can see first print, it starts from 0. So first P is printed. So after gapping of 1, 2 minus 1, is 1. So y is escaped after t is printed. So h is escaped after 0 is printed, and n is escaped after n. After n here, the n is escaped. So after n there is no variable, so we cannot use it. If I use 3 here, so you can see PTO 3 will print. If I enter it, you can see. Okay, here, yes. Here, what if I use 1 here instead of t? So if I run it, you can see only the last one is gone, because here is 1 minus 0, 1 minus 1 is 0, so there is no gapping here except the last one. So after all, how can we print the last variable, last alphabet in our syntax? We can use as our first method string indexing language, and here I use -1. By using -1, I can print the last word here. If we are making a software, so if we don't know the last word and index, that how much it has the index, then we can use this simple -1. It alternate print the last word, last alphabet. Here you can see n here from Python. So if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe our channel. We daily upload videos regarding Python programming language and other. So if you have any queries, you can ask in comment section. I am waiting for you guys. Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Today we are gonna discuss about string methods. That what are string methods and why we use it in our programming. There are so many string methods, but each method has its own unique purpose. So let's get started. So here, the first method we have called len method. If I create a variable name and enter my name here, so to find the length of the name, we can use len method here, len, comma, I use name. So we have to write name under len. So if I run it, you can see here 5. It is the length of the string. Here, if I write my full name, the gap is also included here. This gap is also included in length. So if I run it, so you can see here the length of the variable will increase. Len method we can use to find the length of a string. So the next method we have is lower. Lower is a method to convert any string into small alphabets. As same example, here we can use print name dot lower. Okay, so this is the lower method. If I run it, you can see the capital U and capital T becomes smaller. You can see here. If I write the whole thing is in capital, you can see this capital letter Umair will convert into small by using lower method. So now upper method. If I use upper method is opposite of lower method. If I use the same thing here, okay, and I enter it, print name dot upper here. So if I run it, upper method will convert this name in capital alphabet. So if I run it, you can see here it converts into capital alphabet. So we are moving towards the next method. The next method is title. This title method, it is very useful in our programming language. So how can we use it? Title method is used as it converts the first alphabet of our string is capital and rest of the letters are small. Here you can see if I use Umair, so its first letter is capital and rest of the alphabets are in small. So title do the same thing. Example, if I use here in a small, okay, here is the name which is in lowercase. So if I use title method here, parent name dot title, okay, you can see this R in Rafe will convert into capital because this method converts first alphabet into capital and rest of the alphabets are in small, remaining small. Okay, if I run it, you can see here the first alphabet becomes greater. So if I want to count that how in a string just like this, how many R will occur, there are 2 R's, you can see here. If I same here, so there are 2 R's in Umair, one in Umair and one in Tariq. So how can we count a particular alphabet in a string? We can count it by using a count method. So here we can use it, name dot, this count method is very useful. We will use this method multiple times. Okay, if I put it here R, so the length of R will be shown here. You can see 2 in Umair Tariq, there are 2 R's, one in Umair and 2 in Tariq. Okay, if I instead of R I put I, so you can see here if there are 2 I, one in Umair and one in this. So if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe our channel. We daily upload videos for Python. If you have any queries, you can ask in comment section. Thank you very much for watching my video. Welcome to my channel. Today we are gonna discuss about some more string methods. In previous video we have discussed string methods. Today we are gonna discuss some more about string methods. So let's get started. So the first method we have is L-strip method. So if I write a name is equals to Umair, but in left side accidentally user presses some gap here. So how can I remove this unnecessary gap? So here is the method we can use to remove this left side gap. So we can use it, name dot lstri. This L means left. It removes the space of the left side. So if I run it, you can see the space of the left side has been removed. So what if I don't use L-strip method and just print it? You can see in printing this name is represent here. Okay, if I run it, you can see here there is unnecessary gap. So this method helps us to remove unnecessary gap in left side. So here is another method we have if we have unnecessary gap in right side. So here is in right side there are some unnecessary gap. So instead of L we can use R. So R means right side. So if I uncomment it and run it, you can see here there is no gap. Okay, now what there are 2 methods we can left and right space. So what if we have space on both sides, just like here and here? So you can see in left side and right side both have unnecessary space. So how can we remove this space? We can remove it by simple strip method, name dot str. So we can use just, it is for both left side and right side. So if I run it, you can see the unnecessary gap is removed. So Here is another method called replace method. This method is very important. We will use it multiple times. Okay, so if I write here same example, we can use F, but I use a comma here. So accidentally if I use a comma here, so how can I, instead of comma, if I use something else, so how can I use it? Suppose I don't write M here, so instead of comma I want to write M here, so I can use replace method. I want to replace comma with M, so I can do it by print name dot replace. So I can do it by comma is replaced by M. So here you can see if I run it, so the comma is replaced by M, you can see here. So the comma here is replaced by M. So we can replace anything by using replace method. Here is another example of replace method we can use. So I write a sentence is equals to he is very, sorry I have to use inverted commas here. Okay, he is very handsome. Okay, so if I want, instead of space I want a explanation mark here. So how can how we can replace space also by using the same method. So sentence dot replace, we can use replace here by comma gap, sorry in inverted comma the gap should be replaced by here. So if I use this symbol, so instead of gap this mark will appear. So if I run it, you can see here the gap is removed by this explanation mark. So we can replace anything by using replace method. So here is another method we can use. It is also a very important method we will use multiple time in our when we make GUI application. So find method. Find is very useful method. We can use it to find the position of any alphabet or even the whole character. So if I use the same example, he is very handsome, and enter it. So if I want to find the position of something, just like I want to find the position of this is, so how can I find the position of index number of is? The find method is helpful. So sentence dot find, here I am using is, sorry I have to use inverted comma, is also a statement here. So if I run it, here is 3, he is in, H is in 0, 1, gap is in 2, and is in third position. Here we can find the index number of is in this particular sentence. So even we can find the position of a particular alphabet. If we want to put of a V, where this V is exist, so I can also do this V. Okay. If I shift enter it, you can see in position 6. So here is another, it is, if in position 6 we know that we can produce it by 2, it starts from 2 position. If I write 2 here, so it starts from E here or gap here. Okay, if I want to, instead of 2, if I write 3 here, so it starts from 3, it means I, it starts from I and counts from I, that where is V, and as it finds V, it prints its index number. So if I run it, you can see 6. So this time it counts it starts counting with position 3. So this is all about today. If you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe our channel, and if you really want to learn Python programming language, you can subscribe our channel. We daily upload videos for Python. Hit the like button, and thank you for watching my video. Hello guys, in today's video we are gonna learn about center method and assignment operator. So what is the purpose of this center method and why we use it in our program? So by using this method we can add left and right equally in our string. So let's consider an example. If I write name, and so if I want to write something, its left and right side, so I can use this method. Here you can see the length of this name is 5. It includes 5 alphabets. So if I extend this length by 7, so there are 2 extra because I want to add something its right side and in left side. So if I want to add a star Tariq here, so if I run it, you can see the star is added in left side and right side. So what if I write here instead of 7 I write 6? So if I run it, you can see the right side the only star is added. So we can add anything instead of a star. If I suppose I write here 9 and I want to add some gap instead of a star. So you will see that the gap is added equally in right side and in left side. So if I run it, you can see there is some extra gap we can add. So by using center method, we can add anything in our string equally in left side and right side or unequally. So let's moving towards assignment operator. What are assignment operators? You can see here, if I write a string here, and we have learned that we cannot multiply a string to an integer value, but if we multiply it a variable to suppose 4, so you will see my name will print 4 times. You can see my name is printed 4 times. So what if I write a name here and I create it, and if I again want to learn it and I create a variable called last name is equals to, we can add it by name plus is equals to, you can see here I use a plus operator here, but its syntax is different. So this is different syntax called assignment operator. So we can same do it by multiplication, division and minus. So I print name here in the next line because if I print it same line it will generate an error. So if I you can see these two strings are merged together. So for some gap I have to put some gap in my last name in starting. So if I read you can see the gap. Now it is perfect. So the same thing we can do in multiplication. So I create the same example. There is some different name called okay. I can generate it by name multiply by and is equals to suppose 6. So we have learned that if it is multiplied by 6, this name will be printed 6 times. So I put some gap in the last, so they will show something print. You can see here this name is printed 6 times, but this time its syntax is a little bit different. So I have to, if I write my name but I forget to to put IR in Umair. So how can I put IR? I can use the same syntax here. Just is equals to, and I can add the direct string. In previous we are adding variables, but we can add the direct string in our variable. So if I run it, if I print it, so you can see here my name, these two strings, variable and string, will concatenate together. So it is all about today. If you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe our channel and share this video. Thank you very much. Hello guys, in today's video I am going to give you an exercise. In this exercise you have to ask user to take input 3 numbers and you have to print the average of 3 numbers using string formatting. String formatting we have learned in this chapter, so we can use it. So you can take the average of 3 numbers by adding these 3 input numbers and divide them by 3. The bonus you can take, you can try to take all the 3 inputs in one line by using comma separated. We have learned this method called split method. I hope you try this exercise. Thank you. I hope you tried this exercise. So in this video, I am going to provide the solution of this exercise. So what did exercise say? The exercise said that you have to take 3 numbers as an input from the user and print their average by using string formatting. We can use split method as a bonus. So let's get started. If I create 3 variables here, num1, num2, num3. So I am using input function to take input from the user. Enter 3 number, comma separate. Okay. If you remember, we use split method here if the inputs are more than 1. Okay. We have to ensure that we use comma from each different value. Okay. Now what we have to do, we have to print their average. So I can make a variable called average here. Okay, AVE called average. So what I have to do, first I create this and then integer comma number. If you know this, that input function always take argument as an string format. So to divide and sum all number num2 and num3, we have to first convert into integer form. So num1 plus integer, num2 integer. Okay. Now you will see that these all integers will add up. Okay, now we divide it by 3 to take the average of these 3 numbers. So now what we have to do, we have to use the string formatting here to print their average by using string formatting. We have learned string formatting in previous video. If you don't know how to do it, you can watch our previous video. The average is, we have to apply string formatting, we have to use S before inverted comma. Parenthesis and the variable which stores the average. Now, if I run it, the input function asks me variable. Suppose I write here 2, 4, 6. These are the 3 integers I given and press enter. You can see the average is printed here 4.0. 0.0 we use here float division. Okay. In most of the cases we are using float division in our program. Now if I run it again, it is asking if I do if I press enter, you can see the average is 2. So if you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe our channel and press the like button. Thank you very much. Hello guys, welcome. In today's video I am going to give you the second exercise of chapter 2. In this exercise you have to ask username and print back username in reverse order. So you can try to make this program as simple as in 2 lines by using string formatting. I hope you try this exercise. In next video I will provide its solution. Thank you. Welcome. In today's video, I am going to solve the exercise which we had discussed in previous video. So, the exercise said that we have to ask the name of the user and print its name in reverse order. So, first we complete this task and then we see how can we make this program in just 2 lines. Let's get started. The create variable name input function here. And we need a variable reverse the name. How can we? There are 2 ways we can reverse this name here. First one is simple here. There are 2 ways we can change their name. First, if we write -1 in first and last column, so if the name will reverse, and we can also remove the first column and just put -1 on last column, so the name is automatically reversed. Now what we have to do, we have to use the string formatting. We can use If-elif. You can see here my name syntax is reversed. Now how can we make this program in 2 lines? Okay, now if I remove this line from here, okay, we can, and now reverse variable is gone. Now I use a name variable here and I change its order -1, and now I said that we can use this also to reverse the name. Now if I enter it, you can see the output is same. Now we completed the task and we make this program by just using 2 lines. So if you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe our channel and hit the like button. Thank you very much. Hello guys, welcome. In today's video I am going to give you an exercise. In this exercise you have to ask user to take 2 comma separated inputs from the user. One his/her name and the second a single character from his/her name. So the output you have to print the length of the username and count the character from the username and print it. So consider an example to understand. For example, user entered name Umair and the character that he or she entered is U here. So the output, the length of the username. The length of the username is 6 here because this name Umair has got 6 alphabets. So, and the second is count the character that user entered from his/her name. We have to count. So example, the user entered U here, so the 2 is appear because this name has 2 U in it. First is uppercase and the second is lowercase, so the case is insensitive. It means that no matter that the U is in large alphabet or in small alphabet, it must be counted. So the output is 2 here. I hope you try this exercise and thank you for watching. Hello guys, welcome. In today's video I am going to give you the solution of exercise 3 of chapter 2. So what the exercise said, to take two comma separated inputs from the user, one the username and the second the character from username. Okay, the output we have to print the length of the username and count the character from the username. Okay, now let's get started. First we have to take two input from the user. We have to create two variables, name comma for the name of the user and char means character to input the character from the user. Okay, now input now we use a split method here. So here we can take two input from the user, and now we have to print two line according to the exercise. Now first the length of the name is, I am using len function to find the length of the name. We have learned this len function in previous videos. So the second line we have to count the character from the user. Okay, now here what I did, I get in the name variable I am counting the character which user entered here. Okay, which user entered here. Okay, now if I run this program, you will see it is asking, I write my name. Okay, if I press enter, you can see the length is 6 appear, which is correct, but the username U is considered only one, but this name has two U, one in capital letter and one in small letter. So I write U in small letter, so it counts only the small one. So what we have to do to case insensitive, it is the sensitive case that it counts only one, but we have to perform the insensitive case. So we have learned a method called lower method. First we have to convert the name into lower caste. It means into all small alphabets. So and convert the character that I entered into lower. It is also into lower, so there is no possibility for the error again. Okay, if I run it again, you will see, if I no matter how much I write it, no matter the capital or small, it will goes into lower caste. If I press U here again and press enter, you will see the length of U is 2 here. Why? Because I am using lower method here to convert all the letters of name into small and the character I entered into small. So the chances of the error is 0%. Okay. If you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe our channel and hit the like button. Thank you very much. Hello guys, welcome. Today we are starting chapter 3. The first topic that we are going to cover in chapter 3 is if and else statement. So first we talk about if statement. Suppose there is a game who allows only above 14 children to play. So how can they check that the age of the child is above 14 or not? The if statement is helping us to identify the certain conditions. So to check the certain condition, we use this statement, if statement. Okay. Now if I input, I create a variable age, and the age variable must be in the integer form, and to enter the input from the user we use input function here. Enter your age. Now we are using if statement that the age of the child must be greater than or equal to 14, and noted that we use colon after the last of the statement. You can see when I press enter, there is an incline here, there is some space. This space indicates that we are working under the if statement, so this space is necessary. Now if the child is above 14 or equal to 14, we can print you can play this game. You can play this game. Alright. Now if I run this, it inputs. If I write my age 14 here and enter it, you can play this game. Now if I write suppose 5 here and enter it, okay, it is nothing to show because we didn't use else statement. So what is else statement? Else statement we use after if statement. Okay, because if this condition is not satisfied, so it goes towards else statement. Now else and colon enter print, you cannot play this game. Okay. Now if I again run it, see, it is playing age 7 and you cannot play this game. Okay, now we understand how to check a certain condition like age and salary or anything. Now if and else statement is also using to check the strings. Suppose my name here and input, if I input my name, enter your name. Okay, I am using again if statement that name is equals to, we use is equals to as a that name is equals to here. Okay, if I am the username is mine, it prints you are. Okay. Now I am using else statement here again. Now capital. Okay, if I run this program, you can see it required my name. I press enter, you can see you are Umair. If I someone else name like anything here, enter it, you are not Umair. So by using if and else statement, it is a very useful tool to check any condition in any programming language we use if and else statement. So if you enjoyed this video, and please don't forget to subscribe our channel and like and share this video. Thank you very much for watching. Hello guys, welcome. Today we are going to learn about pass statement. So the pass statement we use if we don't want to write anything after if statement, then we use this pass statement. So if and else statement we have learned in previous video. So this pass statement we can also use to avoid errors in if statement. How can we use it? Let's suppose I create a variable x, I assign the value 20 here. So what if I create if statement x less than or equal to 20? So what we have to do? So if we don't want to write anything after if statement, so we have to write something. If I just empty it and then I run this program, you can see the syntax error is generated here. So how can we avoid this error? So we can avoid this error by using pass. So as I write pass statement here, so if I again run this program, you can see the error. There is no error, the program has been executed. So the pass statement we can use to avoid the errors. Today's length of the video is very short because pass statement took only 1 minute to understand. So if you like this video, I hope you enjoy it. Please don't forget to subscribe our channel and press the bell icon. Thank you very much. Hello guys, welcome. Today I am going to give you the exercise 1 of chapter 3. In this exercise you have to make a number guessing game. Then how to make a number guessing game? First you have to make a variable like winning number and assign any number to it. Ask user to guess a number. If user guess correctly, first you have to compare the number that user guessed and winning number. If these two numbers are equal, then you print you win. Okay, if user did not guess correct, then there are two possibilities. The number that user guessed is lower than the actual number, then you have to print too low. The second possibility is that the number that user guessed is higher than the actual number, then you print too high. The first thing you can also do that you can Google how to generate a random number in Python programming language. To generate random number and assign the value of the random number in winning variable. I hope you try this exercise. Thank you very much. Hello guys, welcome. Today I am going to solve the exercise 1 of chapter 3, number guessing game, which we had discussed in previous video. So we will proceed this exercise step by step. So the first step of the exercise said that make a variable like winning number. I copy this number from here and assign any number to it. Okay, if I paste winning number and assign any number, suppose 9 here. Alright, then ask a user to guess a number. I am going to create a variable guess here. Guess is equals to, okay, to input a number, and number is an integer type, so we have to use integer function here, and inside the integer function we have to take input from the user. We use input function, and under input function print a message to the user, guess a number. Alright, now the third step of exercise said ask user to guess a number. If user guess correctly, then print you win. Okay, how can we check that user guess correct or not? By using if condition. That guess is equals to winning number. If this condition is true, then print you win. Alright, now in else step we will work for if user did not guess correctly. So if user did not guess correctly, we have two possibilities, that the user guessed lower than the actual number or user guessed higher than the actual number. So to resolve this issue, we will be using nested if-else. So how can we use nested if-else? In this video I am going to show you. So under else statement, we use if guess is lower than winning number. So if the user guessed is lower than the actual number, then we will print too low here. Alright, now in else statement we can print if condition is not satisfied, then else block will run. So in else block we can print too high. So I hope you understand this program. First we create a winning number and assign any number, we suppose 9 here. Okay, now we call input, we call user to guess any number. So if user guess number and our assigning number is satisfied, then we will print you win. If user did not guessed correctly, so we will, there are two conditions. First, in if statement user guess is lower than the winning number, then we will be printing too low. If the user guessed higher than the actual number, then if condition will false here and we will be moving towards else statement which prints too high here. Okay, if I run this program, you can see it is asking to guess a number. If I print 2 here and enter, you can see too low because 2 is less than 9. Alright, now if I again run this and 11 and enter it, you can see too high. Okay, what if I write 9 here because it is satisfied? Now it is printing you win. Okay, the last part of this exercise said that you have to Google how to generate a random number. Okay, I hope you Google it. So instead of using 9 here, we can import a module. So what is module? We will be learning module in detail in upcoming chapters because it is a vast topic. So if you don't Google it, you can follow my words here. Import, we are importing a module called random. Alright, now this module has a library called random. We can use to generate a random number. Alright, random. Suppose we are generating number from 0 to 10 here. Alright, from 0 to 10 any number can assign to winning number. So in this case I also don't know that what is the number. Okay, now this is the game. If I write 9 here and press enter, you can see too high. It means the number is 10. You can see it is again too high. Alright, too high means it is bigger. Now I have to 5 here, it is too low. Now the number is between 5 and 10. Now 6, it is too high. Again 5 means too low. 7, too high, and I print 6 here. You win. You can see if the guessed number is matched with the winning number, then it is printing you win. So we can, so this is helping us that too low and too high we print to help us that if we guess too high or if we guessed too low, so it is, saying that you printed too low or too high. Okay, I hope you like this video. If you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe our channel and press the bell icon and share this video with your friends. Thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned. Hello guys, welcome. In today's video we are going to learn about AND and OR operator. These both operators have their own unique purposes. First we talk about AND operator. The AND operator execute if all the conditions are true. For example, I created a variable name and input it from the user. And I created a variable age here. Age must be in integer form, that is why I'm using integer function here, and inside integer function a message from the user. Alright, I created two variables. Now if I use if condition here and name is equals to my name here, AND operator, and age is equals to 20. Alright, then I print condition is true. Now if this condition is not true, then the else block will run here, and in else block I print condition is false. Alright, now if I run this program, you will see if in these two conditions inside if statement name and age, if any condition is wrong, then it moves toward else statement, because if statement becomes false. Now for example, my name is correct and I press enter. Now if I input my age incorrect, for example 22 incorrect age according to the program, now I press enter. Now you can see condition is false. Why? Because my name is correct here but my age is false. Now if I again run this, and this time my name is wrong and my age is correct, if I press enter, now again the condition is false. Why the condition is false? Because this time my name is correct, name is wrong but age is incorrect. So that is the condition. In AND operator both the conditions must be true. If I again run it and this time my name is correct and my age is also correct, then I press enter, then the condition is true. So in AND operator both the conditions must be true, otherwise if statement will false. Now instead of AND, if I use OR operator here, now OR operator, in OR operator if any one condition is true, then the whole overall condition is true. Now if I again run this program, this time by using OR operator, now if in my input I input my name is correct and my age is wrong here, now you can see condition is true. Why? Because in OR operator in these two conditions any one condition must be true. Alright, if both the conditions are false, then the condition is false. You can see condition is false. Why? Because both the condition are false. That's why if statement becomes false, then it will execute towards else statement. Now if I again run this program and this time I input my name correctly but my age is incorrect, as you can see here, now you can see condition is true, because as we discussed that in OR operator in these two conditions any one condition must be true. Alright, if you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe our channel and press the bell icon. Thank you very much. welcome. In today's video I am going to give you an exercise. In this exercise you have to collect information from the user to watch a movie. So first you have to ask user's name and age, and if user's name start with small a or capital A and age is above 10, then you have to print you can watch movie. But if the condition does not satisfy, then you have to print sorry, you cannot watch movie. I hope you try this exercise. In next video I will provide its solution. Thank you very much. Hello guys, welcome. In today's video I am going to solve the exercise 2 of chapter 3, which we had discussed in previous video. So before proceeding, if you think my voice is slow, so you can speed up this video. Alright, what exercise said? In this exercise we have to collect information from the user to watch a movie. So first we have to do ask user name and age. So I am creating a variable username to take input from the user. Enter your name. Alright, now I am going to create a variable age to collect the age number from the user. So the age must be in integer form, so we have to use integer function here before input. Alright, under input function we can use here the message from the user, enter your age. Alright, after taking input from the user we have to check if user's name starts with A or not and age is above 10. So we have learned and or operator in previous videos, so we are going to use it. User name, so we have to check starts with A. So how can we check the first alphabet of the name? We can check it by string indexing, we have learned. So we can 0 here, so 0 is the position of the first alphabet of the name. Alright, now it must be either small a or capital A. Oh wait, alright, now same process here is equals to this time capital A. Alright, it is this whole is the one condition. We have to use bracket here to ensure that it is the one condition, and then we have to check the age of the user. So we have used AND operator here, then age must be greater than 10. Alright, if this whole condition is satisfied, then we can print you can watch this movie. You can watch this movie. Alright, if this condition does not satisfy, then we can print else sorry, you cannot watch this movie. Alright, now this is completed. If I run this program, you can see it is asking my name. If I enter my name here and press enter and my age, you can see sorry, I cannot watch movie. Why? Because my name starts with U here. So if I again run this program and I enter name starts with A and age is 22 and press enter, you can see you can watch this movie. Why? Because this name starts with A here and age is above 20. So if I again run this program and this time is small a and age is the same, and then you can see you can watch this movie. Why? Because we are using OR condition here. So either small a or capital A, both are acceptable. Now again run this program and using name starts with A, and but the age is less than 10. So this time the condition does not satisfy it. Sorry, you cannot watch this movie. Why? Because we are using AND operator here. In AND operator, both the condition, it means this condition and age condition, both must be satisfied. So the overall condition would be satisfied, then the user can watch this movie. I hope you like this video. If you like this video, press the like button and share and subscribe this channel. Thank you very much for watching. Hello guys, welcome. In today's video we are going to learn about elif statement. In previous videos we had discussed if and else statement. In today's video we are going to discuss about elif statement. This statement used after if statement. If we have multiple conditions, more than one, more than two conditions, then we can use this statement. So let's consider an example. If we have three different numbers and we have to find the greatest number among all three numbers. So how can we find? By using elif statement. Let's get started. I have to use integer function to get the number from the user. Alright, now enter a number, and this is our second variable b, and I can copy paste it from above syntax. Alright, these are the three numbers. We take input from the user, and now we have to find the greatest number among ABC. Alright, first we use if statement. If a greater than b and a greater than c, then we can print. We use string formatting to print the greatest number. Number is a. Alright, now we have to use elif statement here. Why? Because we cannot use if statement, because this is not the one condition. There are three conditions for separate a and separate b and separate c. Now we have to check b here. If b greater than a and b greater than c, then we can print the same line, Ctrl V, and instead of a I write b here. Alright, now we have to again use elif statement here. C greater than a and c greater than b. Now instead of a I write c here. Now this example is completed. Now if I run this, you can see it is asking me to enter a number. First of all, a is 1. Wait a second, maybe yes, I did a mistake here. Alright, again run this program. 1, enter, 2 and 3. So 3 is the greatest number among all three numbers. Alright, now if I again run this program, you can see first 4, enter, 2, enter, 1. You can see this time the greatest number is 4 here. I hope you understand the use of elif statement. So let's consider another example. In another example, suppose we have a park, and every user and every customer have to insert their age. If their age, the price of the park is according to the age of the user. So let's get started. We have to input age from the user. Alright, now enter your age. Now we have to check the age of the user, but before proceeding, there is a problem. If the user entered their age in negative or 0, which is a default, then we have to print you cannot come. If age is equals to 0 and age is less than 0, it means in negative. Alright, now we can print you cannot come. Why? Because it is written wrongly. There is no age of 0 and in negative. Alright, now we can use elif statement to check the different ages. Alright, if the age of the user is in range of 0 greater than 0, the age is greater than 0 and less than 3, it means for those whose age is less than 3, and then the ticket price of these users, ticket price is free. Ticket price is free here. Alright, what if, oh sorry, we have to, yes, now elif, if the user is above 3 and okay, if user is greater than 3 but less than 10, then the ticket price for this user is 150. Ticket price is, for example, 150 here, ticket price is 150. Alright, then we have to check for the again different ages. If user age is greater than 10 and less than 60, alright, then we have to print for these user ticket price is, sorry, I have to use inverted commas here, ticket price is 250. Alright, now if user's age does not match any of these, suppose the user age is greater than 60, so what we can do, we can now use the else statement here. Alright, in else statement we cannot put this condition, so we can directly print ticket price is 200. Alright, if user is greater than 60, then else, in else statement we can print user ticket price is 200. Now this is done. If I run this program, you can see it is asking, if I enter my name, sorry, my age is 15, for example, ticket price is 250. Because it is greater than 3 and less than 10. Alright, if I again run this program, I enter my age 20 here, and then ticket price is 250. Why my ticket price is 250? Because it is less than 60 and, sorry, is less than 60 and greater than 10. Alright, if I enter my age is 77 here and press enter, you can see else statement will run, because if all these conditions does not satisfy, then else block will run and ticket price is 200. I hope you understand this exercise. If you like this video, don't forget to press the like button and subscribe our channel for more videos. Thank you very much for watching. Hello guys, welcome. In today's video we are going to learn about in keyword. So what is the purpose of in keyword and why we use it? However, we use in keyword in if statement. Alright, now how can we use it? We use in keyword to identify that any alphabet present in our string or not. Suppose I create a variable name here, and in name variable I enter my name and check the condition that A is present in my name or not by using in statement. So if A in name, so if A present in name, then print A is present in name. Alright. Otherwise, if A does not present in name, then we have to print A is not present. Alright. Now you will see if I run this program, A is present in my name. Why? Because A exists in my name. So if instead of A I write Z here, so if I run this program, you will see not present here. Why? Because Z is not present in my name. So in keyword helps us to identify that any alphabet or any particular character is present in our string or not. So instead of writing a variable name here, we can write the name here in a string. So we can write the value which stores in name here directly. Okay, if I again run this program, you will see A is present in Umair. So you can see A is present in Umair. So there are two. We can write a variable here, or we can write directly the string here. It is up to us. So I hope you like this video. If you like this video, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe our channel for more videos. Thank you very much for watching. Guys, welcome. In today's video, we are going to learn about the syntax that checks that our string is empty or not. It is very important syntax because if we don't know how to check our string, we will do mistakes in coding. So let's get started that how can we check our string has some value or not. I created a variable name here and assign my name into it. Alright, so we are going to check that the name variable is empty or not. I am using if condition here, and after if condition the name variable, you see this code checks that our string is empty or not. If condition is only true when name has some value. Alright, if name has some value, then if condition is true. So if this if condition is true, then we can print here name has some value. Alright, now if this condition does not satisfy, then we will move towards else block. Then in else block we can write here name is empty here because user did not write anything. Alright, if I run this program, you can see here name has some value. Why? Because I wrote my name initially. Okay, if you think that what is the purpose of this code, then consider an example that suppose here suppose here we input name from the user. We ask user to input his her name. Alright, enter your name. Okay, if user wrote his name, then we can print your name is, but we are using a string formatting to print username. Your name is and parenthesis name. The username is in name variable. Alright, if user did not enter my name here and press enter, you can see your name is Umair. Alright, if I again run this program and and input nothing and press enter, you did not write anything. It means it gives the message to the user that you did not write anything. Alright, it has so many uses. If you like this video, please don't forget to hit the like button, and if you have any questions, you can ask in comments. Thank you very much for watching. Hello guys, welcome. Today we are going to discuss about while loop. There are two loops in Python programming language, while loop and for loop. Today we are going to discuss the syntax of while loop, that how can we use while loop. Suppose we have to print hello world 10 times. So there are two ways. The first way, we can write 10 lines print hello world to print hello world 10 times, or we can use the loop. So we are going to use while loop here to print hello world 10 times. Alright, I create a variable I and assign 1 to it. And then I am using while loop, and the condition of while loop is I must be less than or equal to 10 colon, and we have to print hello world. Alright, to increase the value of I am using +1. Okay, to understand this program, that first we are going to give the value 1 to the I variable, and then we check the condition that 1 is less than 10. The condition is true, then it prints hello world first time, and then in next step the value of I increases 1 time, so it becomes 2. So it goes towards the condition that 2 is less than 10, and then it prints hello world second time, and then in next step it value increase 1, and now the value of I becomes 3, and then it moves towards the condition, and it is continuous loop, and when the value of I reaches to 10, and then it increments 11, and then it checks the condition will false because 11 is greater than 10, so the loop will break and the hello world will be printed 10 times. So if I run this program, you can see the hello world is printed with 10 times. So if we want to know the value of I, then what is the value of I in this position of hello world and in this position of hello world, then we can use string formatting F here, and then I can use string formatting and value of I. Okay, if I again run this program, you can see the position number is also indicates that the value of I increases step by step. Also, if I changes the assigning value 1 instead of 2, so if I again run this program, you will see that the hello world will be printed 9 times instead of 10. So if I again run this program, you can see it starts with 2. In while loop, the loop will start always from the assigning value. We assign 2 to I, so that's why it is starting from 2 here, and then it goes 10. I hope it is the easiest example of while loop. I hope you like this video. If you like this video, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe our channel. Thank you very much for watching. Guys, welcome. In today's video, we are going to make a program by using while loop, so you can understand while loop clearly. So in this program, we print the sum of first 10 natural numbers. Alright, now let's get started. I create a variable I and assign 1 to it, and then I have to create a variable total, because the total variable stores the sum of 10 natural numbers. Alright, now I am using while loop here, and the condition of while loop is that we have to print the first 10 natural numbers, so the I should be less than or equals to 10. total alright, sorry. Now in this line the total value is 0, so if I in next step if I increment I by 1, so you can see that in this program the I value will be incremented 1 by 1 and it stores in total. So as it reaches to 10, all the values of first 10 natural numbers stores in total, and after when the while loop breaks, then we can print here by using string formatting the total sum of natural numbers is alright. Okay, now in this program first we assign one value to I variable and then we created a total variable to store our total of first 10 natural numbers. Then we use while condition. The condition of while is that I should be less than or equals to 10, and inside the while loop the total is incremented by I step by step as the value of I increases. So when the while loop will break as the value of I reaches to 11, that the while loop will break and then it prints the total sum of natural number is what the sum will be printed. Alright, if I run this program, you can see the sum of first 10 natural number is 55. Okay, if I changes it by 20, so we can print the first, instead of 10 we can print the 20 natural number sum. Alright, you can see it. I hope you like this video. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe our channel. Thank you very much for watching. Hello guys, welcome. In today's video, I am going to give you the exercise 3 of chapter 3. In this exercise, what you have to do, you have to ask user to input more than one digit number, and then you have to add all the digits together and print their sum in output. For example, the user entered 1, 2, 3, 4, this number, and then we have to add all the digits like 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 and their sum will be printed in output. In this case it is 10. I hope you try this exercise. In next video I will provide its solution. Thank you very much. Hello guys, welcome. In today's video, I am going to solve the exercise 3 of chapter 3. In this exercise, we have to ask user to take more than one digit number from the user, and then we have to add up all the number and print their sum in output. So let's get started. I create a variable n to input more than one digit number from the user. Enter more than one digit number. Alright, now then we have to store its length. Now if you think that why we did not take input from the user in integer data type, it is because we have to store the length of this more than one digit number which stores is n variable. So the length function here stores only the length of the string data type, so we will convert it into integer data type to calculation. Alright, now I have to create a total variable here and assign 0. The total variable stores the addition of more than one digit numbers when we will calculate it. So, and I create a variable I for the condition of while loop. Now I am using while condition here. So the condition of while is that I should be less than length. Why I should be less than length? Because the length started from 1, 2, 3 and I started from 0. So that is the reason that I must be less than length of the what user entered. Now I am adding, first we convert into integer data type and then n and r. Now the I value is the index formatting that we had discussed in previous videos. I am using a string formatting to print the total here. Now, overview this program. First, we take input from the user to ask to enter more than one digit number. So, and when user entered number, then we store the length of the number that user entered in length variable, and then we created total variable and I variable, and then we use while condition here, and the condition of while loop is there that I must be less than the length of the number that user entered. Now we increment the total variable by n variable. So it is incremented by n, and then we increment I value because for further increase the index of n, and then after when the while loop will break, then it prints the total is what will be the total will appear here. Okay, if I run this program, you can see it is asking if I the same 1 2 3 4, if I entered here 1 2 3 4 and press enter, you can see the total is 10 here, which is printed. Okay, if I again run this program, you can see I write 12 here and press enter, you can see 3 because 1 plus 2 is 12. Okay, I hope you like this video. If you like this video, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe our channel. Thank you very much for watching. Hello guys, welcome. In today's video, I am going to give you the exercise 4 of chapter 3. In this exercise, you have to ask user to input his/her name, and then you have to make a program by using while loop that counts each alphabet present in their name. And then you have to print each alphabet with their total number. For example, user entered Umair Tariq, and then the output must be like this, that capital U is equals to 1, M is equals to 1, A is equals to 2, and I is equals to 2, and even it counts the gap, that the gap space is 1. This it presents here, alright, and the output must be like arranged like this order. I hope you try this exercise. Thank you very much. Hello guys, welcome. In today's video, I am going to solve the exercise 4 of chapter 3. So in this exercise, first we have to ask user to input his/her name, and then we have to make a program using while loop that counts each alphabet present in the name that user entered. Alright, then we have to print each number with their total number, and the output must be like this. Alright, we had discussed in previous video, so let's get started that how can we solve it. First, we input name from the user. Alright, now we have to create a variable, call it temporary variable, call it temporary var, alright, and empty. Why it is empty? Because we have to add the name of the user by using string concatenation later. So we use this variable later. That is why I created it. Now I use I is equals to 0 for the condition of while loop. Now I am using while condition here, that I must be less than length of name. I am using if condition here, that name with index I not in temp var. So in this condition we see that each alphabet must not consist in temp var. So when this condition will false, then this if condition will terminate. Alright, now I am using temp var here. Now I am inserting each variable or each character from the name that user entered into temporary variable. Alright, now in next step we can print it by using string formatting, that for printing each variable we have to use name with index I. Alright, we have to count it, we have to count each alphabet, so we have to use the count method here. What we have to count? We have to count each alphabet. For each alphabet we use name with I index. Alright, and in while loop we have to increment the value of I. Alright, now it is done. If I run this program, you can see here it is asking my name, and if I write Umair, alright, press enter, and you can see here it is same, that it also counts gap here, which is I gave the example in there. Alright, if I again run this program and just yes, and then enter, you can see it is working perfectly. So just review this program, that first we have to input name from the user, and then we are creating temp variable, that because we in this condition here we are adding each variable into temp variable, and then we use while condition, and after while condition we use if condition. In if condition we check that name variable of each character that must not present in temporary variable, because temporary variable is empty. As the value of I increases, this condition will terminate and the loop will break. Alright, then all the values will be printed. I hope you like this video. If you like this video, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe our channel for more videos. Thank you for watching. Hello guys, welcome. In today's video I am gonna talk about infinite loop. So there are two ways we can execute infinite loop. The first one is that sometimes infinite loop can execute by mistake. So the errors we make in program will cause to execute the infinite loop. Okay, now suppose I create a variable I and assign 0 value to it, and then I am using while condition, and the condition in while is that I must be less than 10. Alright, I must be less than 10, and Now inside while loop I am printing hello world. Alright, now hello world. Alright, now as you can see, the value of I is 0 and I is always less than 10. Alright, and the value of I does not increment. Suppose I forget to increment the value of I. Alright, now in this case, if I run this loop, you can see the hello world is printing infinite times. Alright, to stop this infinite loop, which is a mistake, then we can use Ctrl+C here, and because I am using Jupyter notebook, so I have to remove this code and run this again. Alright, now as you can see, now the second method is that sometimes it is required in programming that we have to make infinite loop. Alright, that it is required to make in upcoming videos we will see that how can we make infinite loop and why we use it in programming. Alright, now suppose I am using again while condition, and while condition I am using a boolean expression true statement, and under while condition suppose I am printing my name here. Alright, I am printing my name. Alright, what is true and other is false. Alright, if I am using true and false, I know these two values are 0 and 1 in boolean. Alright, the true T is capital and the false F must be capital for the boolean expression. Alright, and here the while condition is always true. It means that this name will be printed infinite times. Alright, now if I run this program, if I run this portion, alright, you can see my name is printing infinite times. Why? Because it is the desired program. We desire to make infinite loop, that is why we are using true statement here. Alright, now I hope you like this video. If you like this video, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe our channel. Thank you very much for watching. Hello guys, welcome. In today's video we are gonna talk about for loop. So the function of while loop and for loop is same, but many programmers prefer for loop for working with their projects. Why? Because the syntax of for loop is very simple. So how can we use for loop in our programming? Let's consider that I am using for I in range. The range of the for loop we have to set here, suppose 1, 11. This range function, the range function must be like 1, n minus 1. Whatever number we write here, it will print 1 minus 1 times. Suppose we write here 11. So the range of the for loop is 1, 10 here. Alright, now if I print something under for loop, suppose hello. Alright, you can see if I will run this program, you will see that the range of the for loop is from 1 to 10 and the hello world will print 10 times. You can see hello world is printing 10 times. Alright, what the value of I is increases with respect to the range, this range of the for loop. Suppose if I am using a string formatting here, and to show the value of I in each step of the range is increasing. Alright, now if I again run this program, you can see the value of I is increasing from 1 to 10. But as we are from 1 to 11, because the function of the range is there that 1, n minus 1, whatever we write after where the stop of the range, it is less than the actual number. Alright, suppose we write here 11, and if I run this program, you will see that it is from 1 to 10, not 1 to 11. Alright, I hope this is the basic example for the for loop. In upcoming videos, we will see that how can we adding and making programs by using for loop. I hope you like this video. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe our channel. Thank you very much for watching. Hello guys, welcome. In today's video, I am going to make a program using while loop. In this program, we are going to print the sum of natural numbers using for loop. Alright, now first we have to take input from the user that in which range the user want to add the natural numbers. Alright, now we are take input the number, that's why I am using integer function here to input integer from the user. Alright, now then I am using for loop to sum the natural numbers with respect to the range that user entered here. Alright, now I am using I variable in range function 1, comma and plus 1. Alright, now the plus 1 I am using here, that in previous video we had discussed that the range function is in the range of n minus 1, so that minus 1 plus 1 is cancelled here, so that the whatever the user entered exactly will be sum here. Alright, exactly will be add up. That is why we are using plus 1 here with n. Now I have to create a total variable here, that total, and the initial value of total is 0, and then we have to add I with total, that the I value is increases with respect to the range. Alright, that so the all the numbers add in total. So after breaking the loop, we can print the total here. Alright, I am using string formatting to print the total. The total is, and the total variable is here. Now as you can see, if I run this program, you can see it is asking me to enter a number. Suppose I am using 10 here. Alright, you can see the total is 55, so the first 10 natural number sum is printing here. So if I again run this program and this time I enter 50. Alright, now you can see that first 50 natural number sum is printed here. So this is the example we are using, that how can we use while for loop as with while loop. Alright, now I hope you like this video. If you like this video, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe our channel. Thank you very much for watching. Hello guys, welcome. In today's video we are going to make a program using for loop. In this program, first we take input from the user to input more than one digit number, and then we print the sum of each digit as an output. This is the same program we had made in while loop. Now we are going to make the same program by using for loop. So let's get started. First we have to create a variable to store the sum. Alright, and the initial value of this total is 0, and then we have to take input from the user. So we are asking input that enter more than one digit. Alright, now what we have to do, I am not going to convert n into integer, because in for loop we have to check the length of n. So the integer function cannot be measured by length function. So that is why when we will be adding n into total, then we will convert n into integer. Alright, now I am using for condition and I variable in range. So the range of the for loop starts from 0 and end with len of n. Alright, the len function measured the length of string. So as we discussed that input function always take input as an string function. So this in this case is still now that the input that user entered is in string. Alright, now we are going to add each digit into total variable. Now for adding each digit into total variable, we have to convert it into integer function. Now I am using integer function, and the n that user entered is stored in n variable, and then we have to use I for this is the string formatting, that is why I am using I here. So the first value of I is 0, so whatever the digit in 0 index will add first, and so on, and all the digits will add in total function. Okay, if then all the digits will add in the total function, then the loop will break, and then we print the total is total. Alright, now review this program. That first we create a total variable and assign 0 value to it, and then we are asking user to input more than one digit number, and then we are using for condition here, and the range of for condition starts from 0 and end with the length of the digit that user entered. Alright, and then we are adding total with first we convert the integer that user entered, we convert from string into integer, and then we are using string formatting to add each digit into total variable, and then we print the total. Alright, if I run this program, you can see it is asking to enter more than one digit number. Suppose I am entered 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 and press enter. You can see the total is 10. Alright, if I again run this program and simply write 45 and press enter, you can see the input is 9 because 4 plus 5 is 9. I hope you like this video. If you like this video, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe our channel. Thank you very much for watching. Hello guys, welcome. In today's video, I am going to give you the 5th exercise of chapter 3. In this exercise, first you have to ask user to input her name, and then you have to make a program by using for loop that counts each alphabet present in the name that user entered. Alright, now what we have to print in output, first we have to count each alphabet present in the name that user entered and then we have to print the output with each alphabet with their total number. For example, like the user entered Umair Tariq. Alright, now the capital U is one time, the M is one time. In this whole name, the A is 2 times, I is 2 times, and even it counts the gap present here, which is 1 time. Alright, the output must be shown like this. Alright, I hope you try this exercise. In next video, I will provide this solution. It is the same exercise we have discussed when we were discussing for loop. Alright, now this is the same exercise for loop. I hope you try this. Hello guys, welcome. In today's video, I am going to solve the exercise which we had discussed in previous video. What did the exercise say? The exercise said that first we have to ask user his or her name, and then we have to make a program using for loop that counts each alphabet present in the name, and then we have to print the output like this. Alright, now In this video, I am going to solve this exercise. Alright, now let's get started. First, we have to ask user to input her name. Alright, now I am using input function here. Enter your name. Alright, now, and then we have to create a temporary variable. Alright, suppose this temp called temporary variable and it is empty. Alright, in next step we will discuss that why we create this empty variable. And then we have to use the for condition because we have to use for loop here. Alright, it is the demand of this exercise. And then I am using I variable in for loop, and the range we have to select, we can select the range len of the name that user entered, the length of the name of the len that user entered. Alright, now, and inside the for loop we have to use if condition, that name with index I not in temp. Alright, the temp is empty, that is why we are using here temp, that any alphabet must not be present in temp variable. This is why if the A is repeated or T is repeated, any alphabet is repeated, so it counts correctly. That is why we have to use temp variable here. Alright, now I am using print condition, and I am to print the name, I am using a string formatting, name I. Alright, now I have to, we have to show input like this. So we have to, now we can do count function here. That count method will help us to count the very alphabet. Wait a second, name dot count. Alright, it is correct. And then we have to use name with string formatting I. It is now complete, and then we have to add temp variable with name I. Okay, now review this program, that what I did, that after using the for loop, I am using if condition, and if condition checks that each alphabet one by one must not be present in temp variable. Then under if statement, I am using string formatting to print each alphabet with their total number. Alright, now, and then after printing, I am incrementing and adding each alphabet in temp variable. So if all the alphabets will add, so if condition will false and loop will break. Alright, now if I run this program, you can see it is asking my name. Suppose I enter and press enter. You can see here U is 1, M is 1, A is 2, and even it counts the gap here. Alright, that we discussed, that it must count gap here, and it is same as it. I hope you like this video. If you like this video, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe our channel for more videos. Thank you very much for watching. Hello guys, welcome. In today's video, we are going to talk about break and continue keywords. So first we should start from break keyword. So by using break keyword, we can break our loop to reach certain limit. For example, I am using for loop here, for I in range. Alright, I am running my loop from 1 to 10. Alright, so I have to write a 1 to 11, and then if I just then break given. First I make program, then I will explain it. So in this program, first I am using for loop, and the loop range starts from 1 to 11. It means this loop will execute 10 times, and then we check when the I reaches to 5, this loop will break. Alright, that it will not execute further. The break statement stops the limit of I at 5. Alright, if I run this program, you can see as I reaches to 5, the loop will break, so print will not execute. Okay, so only from 1 to 4 numbers will execute. Okay, now we should talk about continuous statement. So what if in some conditions we use after break we use continue? So if I instead of break statement I use continue here. Alright, if I again run this program, you can see as I reaches to 5, the loop will continue and it will print further. Okay, you can see all the 10 values are printed here. I hope you like this video. If you like this video, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe our channel. In upcoming videos, we will talk more about break and continue keyword. Thank you very much for watching. Hello guys, welcome. In today's video, we are going to modify the number guessing game. In previous videos, we made a game called number guessing game. In today's video, we are going to make this game again with some modification. Alright, so let's get started. We use a import module. What is the module? In upcoming videos, the module has a chapter. We will discuss it later, but for now keep in mind that we import module from import keyword. Alright, I am going to import module called random. Alright, now and then I have to create a win. Suppose win is the win number. Alright, so in win number I am generating a random number by using random module. Random 1, 10. Alright, now and then after generating random number in win, so we have to guess and assign one value, and then we have to input number from the user. Input guess a number between 1 to 10. Alright, guess a number between 1 to 10. Alright, now and then after taking input from the user, I have to make game over condition. Why we are making game over condition? To make we will use it in in while condition. You will see it. Okay, and then I am using while condition. Oh yes, while condition not game over. Alright, when game over will true, then while loop will break, but it is initially it is false. Alright, now in while loop I have to use if the number and that user entered, if it is equal to the winning number. Alright, if these two numbers are equal, then we can print directly here you win and you guessed this number in guess time. What does it mean? It means if user in first attempt if the user guess correct number, then the initial value 1 will appear here. Alright, now, and then we can, if the user in one attempt, if user correct guess, then we can over this game. Alright, by using game over is true. But what if the user did not guess correctly? And then we have to use the else condition here. Okay, in else condition, under F, it is the nested if else condition. Alright, and then we have to use if the number that user entered is lower than the winning number. What if this condition will occur? Then we have to print, then we can print guess again, try again, whatever. I am writing guess again here, guess again, and then we have to increment the in guessing value because the user did not get correctly in first attempt, and then we have to input again from the user because to guess again, to input that we are going to input, sorry, we have to write here too low to give the condition that too low because the value is low, so we have to print too low, you guess too low, and in there we have to write guess guess again. Alright, now after doing this we have to use again else condition here. You can see there, and this is the first if else condition, and in else we have the second if else condition, so it is nested if else under if else. Alright, now it is, we know that if this condition will false, so this condition will appear, so we can directly print that too high. Alright, so it is not too low, so it is obviously too high. We don't have to mention condition here, and then we have to again increment in guessing value, yes, and then we have to again input from the user that user did not guess correctly in third attempt. So we can write guess again. Alright, now it is done. So before review this all program, I will run this program. You can see it is asking me to guess a number between 1 and 10. Suppose I write 6 here and press enter. It is too high value. It means I have to write lower than 6. Suppose 5, it is again too high. Suppose 4, it is again too high here, and 3, okay, in 3 it said you win and you guess this number in 4 attempts. So you can see here it is also mentioning that how many attempts I take to guess the correct number. I hope you like this video. If you like this video, please don't forget to hit the like button and share this video with your friends. Thank you very much for watching. Hello guys, welcome. In today's video we are going to talk about step argument. In previous videos we had discussed about step argument. So today we are going to make some programs by using step argument. So the first program we are going to make, that we are going to print odd numbers from 1 to 10. Alright, now let's get started. I am using for condition here. So the range, sorry, I mistake. The range of the for loop is that the loop will execute 10 times. Okay, that we have to print the odd numbers, so we have to gap 2 here. Alright, this 2 is the step argument that the loop will print from 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Alright. Now I am going to print I here. So the value of I, as I run this program, you can see the odd number from 1 to 10 is printing here. So this 2 is the gap that the I should be printing. The value of I is from 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Alright. Now suppose we have to print even numbers. Okay, to have to print even numbers, the same line we have to print here for I in range. So but this time we have to print even numbers, so we have to start from 0, not from 1 but from 0, 11. Alright, and then same argument that we have to print 2 here, so the loop will execute from 0 to 4. Alright, now I am going to print I here. If I run this program, you can see from 0 to 10 all the numbers, all the even numbers are appearing here. So suppose we have to print the inverse. Suppose we have to print the inverse of for loop, that the 10 will appear here and then 9, 8, 7. So how can we print the loop in reverse order? So we can print the loop in reverse order by, I am using again for condition for I in range. So the first value we have to give in range is 10 here, comma 0. So we have to go backward. So for going backward we have to use -1 here. Alright, so by using -1 the loop will execute backward. So print I run this program. You can see the first value is 10, the second value is 9, and the loop will execute backward. I hope you understand the uses of step argument in our programming language. I hope you like this video. If you like this video, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe our channel for more videos. Thank you very much for watching. Hello guys, welcome. In today's video we are going to use for loop with string data type. So before proceeding, I request you to watch the complete video so you can understand it completely. So let's get started. So we are going to use for loop with string data type. Suppose I create a variable name and assign my name into it. Alright, now, and what if I apply for loop in the variable name, for I in name. So in previous videos we had discussed that instead of variable we use range function here. So it was range function for the integer data type. So in today we are going to use string data type, so we have to use string variable here, or we can also use directly string here. Okay, now what if I print I here? So as you can see, the name variable consists 5 alphabets, Umair. So if I run this program, you can see here each alphabet is printing one by one. Alright, first U is in I, and then M, and then A, and then I, and at last R is appearing here. So for loop is working with a string like alphabets one by one with respect to their index format. Alright, now so what if we have to add numbers by using for loop? We can add numbers. Suppose I create a variable n here and input number from the user. Enter a number. Alright, now to store the sum we have to create a total variable, so we can store the sum in total variable, and then we have to for suppose rt here in n. So as you can see here, we are not using range function here. Instead of range function, we are using n variable which store integer data type. All right. Now, so the total variable we had made, so we are using it here, and then we assign t. Okay. So any number which is stored in t will add here. All right. Now, and then when the loop will break, we can print total, because all the values store in total variable. All right. Now, but first thing we have to remember here is that t is a string. Why? Because input always take argument in string data type, so we have to convert it into integer data type. So for converting into integer, we have to use integer function here. All right. Now it is ready to add. Okay. If I run this program, you can see it is asking me to input a number. Suppose I enter 5 here and press enter. You can see the total is 5. Why? Because whatever the number I write here, it directly stores in total. If I again run this program and this time I put 1, 2, 3 and press enter, you can see 1 plus 2 plus 3. So these all 1 plus 2 plus 3, this all numbers are add up together. So the answer is 6 here. So the exercise we had made, this is the short process. We can do this exercise by just add up the numbers by using this method. I hope you like this video. If you like this video, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe our channel for more videos. In next video, we will start chapter 4. Thank you very much for watching. Hello guys, welcome. In today's video, we are gonna talk about functions. So functions are the predefined according to our choices. In this video, I am going to make a function which return the sum of two numbers. Alright, so let's get started. So we can make functions by using def statement. Alright, now after def statement, we can give the name of the function. So it is up to us that whatever the name we want to give, we can give. So two numbers. Alright. Now, so it is the name of the function which take two arguments. Suppose these two arguments a comma b. Alright. Now, what we have to do, we have to print the sum of these two numbers. Alright. So we can use return function here, return statement, and after return statement, we can simply add these two variables. So how can we give the value of these two variables? By calling the function. We can call the function as directly print, and this name of the function I copy here and paste directly here. Alright, and then suppose I write 2, 3. Alright, so this line is, in this line we are calling the function we have just created. So if I run this program, you can see the output is 5. So by using this function, we can return the sum of any two numbers. And suppose I change here by 8. So now the answer will be 10 here. So this is the basic example of function I just use to starting the function, that you should understand that what are the functions. So in upcoming videos, we will be discussing more about functions and more exercises we will discuss. I hope you like this video. If you like this video, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe our channel for more videos. Thank you very much for watching. Hello guys, previous video, we discussed that whenever we create a function, we have to return its value by using return statement. Alright, but in today's video, I am gonna show you that we can use print function instead of return function. Alright, now let's get started that how can we use print function instead of return. Alright, suppose I am going to input 3 numbers from the user. So I am going to, so they are the numbers, that's why we have to use integer function before input. Right, now enter a number. Now the same thing I am going to copy from here, so I don't have to write it again and again. B. Alright, now C. Alright, now these are the 3 numbers which I am going to take input from the user in integer data type. Alright, now that how can we use print function instead of return? Suppose I am going to create a function def sum. The name of the function is sum. So the thing we have to care about that sum is also a statement, so a predefined dictionary statement. So we have to capital S. I have to write capital S here. Alright, now so it takes 3 arguments. So what are the arguments? It takes suppose Q, W, E. Alright, these are the 3 numbers or arguments it is going to take. And then I am not going to return these numbers. I am going to simply print their sum. Alright, as you can see here, these 3 numbers are printing here. So then I have to call the function. Then we can call the function simply sum, and the 3 numbers we take input from the user A, B and C. Alright, as you can see, I run this program. You can see it is asking me to number. Then suppose I write 1, 2 and 3. Alright, whenever I press enter, you can see the answer is 6. You can see here we are not using print function, we are not using return function here. So we are using print function here, so it also works same as the return statement. But it is preferred that we should use return statement when we are using function, whether it is not mandatory. Alright, so functions are, we can say that we have to return the value of the function and then we can print when we call the function here. So we can directly also use it by directly print the process here. So the thing I want you to understand that it is our requirement, what is our necessity, according to our needs we will proceed whether it is print function or it is return function. I hope you like this video. If you like this video, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe our channel for more videos. Thank you very much for watching. Hello guys, welcome. In today's video, we are going to make the same programs which we had made in previous videos, but this time we are going to make those programs by using functions. So the first function we are going to create, the function which returns the last alphabet of the string. Alright, so let's get started. So as we already know that to input the string we have to use the input function. Suppose the string we consider the name of the user. Alright, so we can input the name, enter your name. Alright, so now and then we have to make a function which returns the last alphabet. So the def, by using def we can create a function and the name of the function is suppose last alphabet. Alright, last alphabet is the name of the function which returns which takes one argument. So suppose the argument is a here. Alright, now what we have to do, we can use directly return statement here. So the return statement, and then we can use a. A is the argument which is going to take, so we have to print the last alphabet. So we can print the last alphabet by using -1. -1 is the index of the last alphabet which present in the string. Alright, then the function will break, and then we can directly call our function which name is last alphabet. I can copy and paste here directly. So, and the argument is name. Alright, now it is done. If I run this program, you can see it is asking my name. Suppose I enter my name here and press enter. You can see the last alphabet R is appearing here. So in this name, the last alphabet is R, so R is at the output. So if I again run this program, and this time I enter my full name and press enter, you can see the last alphabet is changed with respect to the name. Alright, so the second program, we are going to make a function which identifies a number which is odd or even. Okay, so function which identifies that the given number is even or odd. Alright, the function which identifies that the given number is even or odd. Alright, now the first thing we have to do is to input a number. Suppose n is the number which we are going to input from the user. So for the numbers, we all know that we have to convert input into integer data type. That's why I am using integer function. And then under integer function, I am using input and enter a number. Alright. Then we can again create a function which is, we can say number. Number is the name of the function. The name, it is up to us, whatever we want, we name the function. So the a is the argument. Alright, suppose the a is the argument which is going to take, and then we can simply check the condition that if a is the remainder of a by 2, okay, this is equals to 0. So that if the remainder of a is equals to 0, then we can say the number is odd. Print the number is odd. Sorry, the number is even, because the remainder of the input that we give in it. So if the remainder is 0, then the number is even because it is divisible by 2. Alright, sorry. And then we can print the else statement here. Else print. It is obvious that if the number is not even, so it is odd. Then we can print the, sorry, inverted commas I have to put here. The number is odd. Alright, now the function is completed. Now we have to call the function with argument. Now print. The name of the function is number. Simply number is the name of the function, and we can input the number which we had given. This is the n which stores the number which user entered. Alright, now as you can see, if I run this program, suppose the print function is not mandatory here, so I can remove print function from here. I directly call the function. Alright, now I can run this program. You can see it's asking, suppose I write 8 here and press enter. You can see the number is even. So 8 is the even number, we all know. So if I again run this program, you can see it is asking So if I write 7 here and press enter, you can see the number is odd. So I hope you like this video. If you like this video, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe our channel for more videos. Thank you very much for watching. Hello guys, welcome. In today's video, I am going to give you the first exercise of chapter 4. So in this exercise, first you have to take two numbers from the user and then you have to make a function which return the greater number between the two numbers that user entered. Okay, for example, user entered 4 and 5. It is just the example that user entered, suppose 4 and 5, these two numbers, and the output must be like this, that 5 is greater than 4. I hope you try this exercise. In next video, I will provide this solution. Thank you very much for watching. Hello guys, welcome. In today's video, we are going to solve the first exercise of chapter 4. So what the exercise say? In this exercise, we have to take two numbers from the user and then we have to make a function which returns the greater number between two numbers that user entered. So let's get this started. Suppose num1 is the first number. Num1 equals to integer. We have to take the number, that is why we have to use integer function. Input, enter a. Alright. Now, and then we have to, the second number is num2, and then the same line we have to write here. Alright. So these are the two numbers we take from the user, and then we have to make a function according to the exercise. So we can make function by using test statement we have discussed in previous videos, and so it is the greater number. So the greater is the name of the function, suppose, and the two numbers it takes as an argument is suppose 1 and a and b. Alright, these are the two arguments, and then we have to check that either a is greater and or b is greater. So I can use if condition here, that a is greater than b. If this condition is satisfied, then we can return here print f. I am using a string formatting to print the values. So a is greater than b. Alright, so if a is greater than b, then it is printed that a is greater than b. This value will return. So what if this condition does not satisfy? Then we can use else statement, and under else statement we use the same return statement, and then we print. Of course, if a is not greater than b, then b must be greater than a. Then we can print b is greater. Sorry. Alright. Now this function is completed. So we have to call the function now. So we can directly call the function by writing its name, and then num1, num2 are the arguments of the function. So wait a second, there's no get. Now if I run this program, you can see it is asking numbers. Suppose I write 4, enter 5. These are 4 and 5 are the two numbers, and press enter. You can see 5 is greater than, sorry, I did a mistake, then I have to write here A. Instead of B, A must appear here. So if I again run this program and enter the same value 4, enter 5 and press enter, you can see here 5 is greater than 4. If I again run and suppose I enter the same value 1 and 1, so you can see it is the default that 1 is greater than 1 because these two numbers are equal, and 7 and 2. You can see 7 is greater than 2. I hope you like this video. If you like this video, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe our channel for more videos. Thank you very much for watching. Hello guys, welcome. In previous video we have discussed an exercise. In that exercise we have to print the greater number between the two numbers. So in today's video we are going to make the practice program of function. So in this program we have to print the greater number among three numbers. So let's get started. So first we have to take three numbers from the user. So these are the numbers, so we have to use integer function here, and then we are going to input the number. Enter a number. Alright. And then the second number is num2, and then we have to write the same code here. And then the third number is num3. And then now these are the three numbers we are going to take input from the user. Now we have to check that either num1 is greater or num2 is greater or num3 is greater. So we have to print that number. So now we have to use if condition here. But first we have to create a function that greater is the name of the function. It is up to you. If you want to change the name, you can change. So I write A, B and C. These are the three numbers as an argument it is going to take. And then under I am using if condition, that if num1 is greater than num2. So as we discussed earlier that we can use AND condition here. So these two conditions must be true, and then num1 is greater than num3. So in this if condition, if both and we are using AND operator, that if num1 is greater than num2 and if num1 is greater than num3, then it will print. I am using a string formatting to print the greater number. The greater number is num1. Alright, the greater number is num1 here. So what if that if it is not the greater number, if the condition is false, then again we have to check the condition by using if operator, that if num2 is greater than num1 and num2 is greater than num3. Alright, if num2 is greater than num1 and num2 is greater than num3, if this condition is true, then we can print here the greater number is num2. Alright, now we check the last condition, that it is obvious that if these two numbers are not greater than each other, then else we can directly say that num3 is the greater number. Yes, maybe we should use the if condition here again. Num3 is greater than num1 and num3 is greater than num2. So we are doing the same process here, and then we can print directly f the greater number is num3. Now this program is complete. The first thing we can do is to call the function. We can directly call the function here, greater the name of the function, and then we can num1 comma num2 comma num2. So if I run this program, you can see it is asking number. So if I write 1, 2 and 3, so you can see it is printing the greater number is 3. Okay, in this program, the first thing you have to care about that I am using A, B and C as an argument. So instead of num1, num2 and num2, num1, you can directly say num1 as an A, num2 as in B and num3 as in C. You can use these three alphabets or variables you can use instead of num1, num2. You can also do this, you can directly use num1, num2 here instead of A, B and C as I am using here. So if I again run this program, you can see if I write 5, 8 and 1, you can see the greater number is 8 here. I hope you like this video. If you like this video, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe our channel for more videos. Thank you very much for watching. Hello guys, welcome. In today's video, I am going to give you the second exercise of chapter 4. In this exercise, first you have to take a palindrome as an input from the user, and then you have to make a program by using function which identifies a palindrome. Alright, now return true if user entered a palindrome, and false if user entered something else, not a palindrome. If you don't know what is palindrome is, a palindrome is a string. When we reverse its order, it remains the same. For example, madam, race car and so many more. I hope you try this exercise. In next video, I will provide this solution. Thank you very much for watching. Hello guys, welcome. In today's video, I am going to solve the second exercise of chapter 4. In this exercise, we have to make a function which identifies a palindrome that user entered. So first I am going to make a variable called palindrome, and then in this variable I store the string that user entered. So I am using input function and a statement for the user. Enter a palindrome. Alright, now, and then I am going to make a function. It's up to you, whatever you want to name the function you can. So I am here using palin. So it is palindrome function, so I am just using palin here. So w is the argument it is going to take. And then I am using if condition to check that user entered a palindrome or another string. Palindrome should be equal to the reverse order of palindrome. So I am reversing its order by using its index. You can see here in this step, if it is equal, as we discussed, the palindrome is the string. If we reverse its order, it remains same. So if this condition is satisfied, that we can return, according to the exercise, we can return true here. And what if this condition does not satisfy, then we can directly return false here. Alright, now this is completed, and then we have to call the function here the name of the function is palin, and then I write the variable here that I store the string that user entered. So if I run this program, you can see here it is asking me to enter a string. So suppose if I write madam here and press enter, you can see it returns true. Alright, now I again run it and I write something else, suppose run. So run is not a palindrome. If I press enter, you can see it returns false. It means it is not a palindrome. I hope you like this video. If you like this video, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe our channel for more videos. Thank you very much for watching. Hello guys, welcome. In today's video we are going to find the factorial of any positive integer by using functions. So let's get started. Suppose n is the variable which store the integer value that user entered. So that's why I am using integer function here, and then in input I am typing a message for the user. Enter a number. Now I am going to define a function, the name factorial, so I am using fact here, and one argument, suppose argument it is going to take. Now I am using if condition here because if user did not enter any number in n, so this condition will not execute. And under if condition I am using for loop I in range. The range of the for loop I set from 1 to argument plus 1. So this is the range of the for loop. Now first we have to make a variable factorial. Factorial is a variable which value is 1. We are defining it under the function. So I am using it factorial is equals to factorial multiply by I. So in this step the initial value of factorial is 1, and according to the range of the for loop, whatever the user entered here will automatically multiply with factorial. So and that's we get the factorial of the number that user entered. Now I return the value factorial. Alright, now this program is completed. Now just we have to call the function. So we can call the function. I am using string formatting to call the function. So the factorial is, and under parenthesis I am using fact and n. Now as you can see, if I run this program, it is asking to input a number. Suppose I enter 4 here and press enter. You can see here the factorial is 24. Now if I again run this program and enter 6 here, press enter, you can see the factorial is 720. I hope you like this video. If you like this video, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe our channel for more videos. Thank you very much for watching. Hello guys, in today's video we are going to generate Fibonacci series by using functions. So as we look at the series, its first element is 0 and the second element is 1, and from the third element it depends upon the sum of previous two elements, and for the fourth element it depends upon the sum of previous two elements. Here 1 plus 1 is 2 and 1 plus 2 is 3 here. So this whole sequence we call Fibonacci series. So how can we generate it? First, I am input integer from the user to determine the length of the series. N is equals to integer input, enter a number. So this n will decide the length of our series. Alright, now I am using def statement to create a function. The name of the function is fib. You can change the name and whatever you want to name the function you can, and the argument is O, which is going to take. And then for the first element is 0, so I am assigning A to 0, and for the second element I am assigning B to 1. Alright, and then we can directly print first and two element of this series. So A comma B, and for the gap which must be present between the elements I am using and is equals to gap. So this gap will apply when we print our sequence. And then I am using for loop. The range of the for loop goes from 1 to O minus 1. Alright, now so we can, after generating for loop, we discussed earlier that from the third element it depends on the previous sum of previous two elements. So C is equals to A plus B here, and then A is equals to B and B is equals to C. So and then we can print our whole sequence B, and for the gap which must be present between the elements we can use gap here. Alright, now this program is complete, and now we just have to call the function fib and n, which is the number we took from the user. And then if I run this program, you can see it is asking me to enter a number. Suppose I write 12 and press enter, you can see this series will generate, and it is the same as it is required. I hope you like this video. If you like this video, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe our channel for more videos. Thank you very much for watching. Hello guys, welcome. In today's video we are going to talk about default parameters. So default parameters are the parameters which can only rewrite by the programmers. User have no control over the default parameters. So how can we use default parameter? For this, let's consider an example. Suppose I am going to create a function called info. This info function will take some information from the user. So like first name, last name and age. These three are the arguments of this function. So to have some default value for the case that if user did not give his any of information, so we can give the default value of these arguments. So the default value is none here for the first name and the last name and for the age. So these none is the default parameter, and then we can print. I am using string formatting to print the information. Suppose your first name is first name. Sorry, I have to use this parenthesis here. Now and last name is last name, and your age is age. So these three are the arguments which user will give. So now we can call the function. So info first name Umair, last name Tariq. Sorry, I have to use, for the string I have to use inverted commas here, and for the age is 20. So as you can see, if I run this program, your first name is Umair, your last name is Tariq, and your age is 20. Suppose if I am not writing my age here, so instead of 20, none will appear. So this is the default, this is the benefit of default parameter. It shows that user did not give the full information. So that's why we use default parameters to identify that user entered full information or not. I hope you like this video. If you like this video, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe our channel for more videos. Thank you very much for watching. Hello guys, welcome. In today's video we are going to talk about global variables. So first of all, what are the global variables? Global variables are always declared outside the functions. Suppose c is equals to 6. C is the global variable. So if I define function def, suppose fun is the name of the function, and it takes I as an argument. And then if I, so how can we change the value of the global variable? We can change the value of the global variable as c is equals to suppose 7. So as you can see here, the value of the global variable is 6, and then it changes to 7 here. So and then if I return c, so first of all we need to mention that c is the global variable. So we need to write the statement global and then c here, and then we can check print c, and then we can call our function fun c. So as you can see here, first we declare our global variable, and then we create a function name fun and take I as an argument, and then we identifies that c is the global variable, and then we change the value of the c, which is equals to 7, and then we return c here. As you can see here, if I run this program, you can see here the value of the global variable appear here, which is c, and the function returns the value which we have changed, which is 7 here. So as you can see here, we can change the value of the global variable with respect to our needs. I hope you like this video. If you like this video, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe our channel for more videos. In next video, we will start our chapter 5. Thank you very much for watching.